morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching Janata Television and this is English Bulletin with me, it's Abhatrai. The top stories first. Total coronavirus case reached 59 in the country. Only 10 women have been infected with the virus so far. Security measures beefed up across the country, says police chief. Lockdown tightened to stop illegal entry. Central Bank says no to new projects. SMEs will be prioritized for accessing concessional loans. India extends COVID-19 lockdown for 2 more weeks. New guidelines issued to regulate daily activities starting May 4. And neutral venues, the only way to resume season, says Premier League. Clubs to take responsibility for testing staffs and players. And now, the news in detail. The executive chairman of the ruling Nepal Communist Party, Pushpa Kamal Dahal, and senior leader Madhav Kumar Nepal met with each other yesterday. The meeting occurred on the eve of Secretariat's meeting scheduled for today. Dahal went to Nepal's residence in Koteshwar, where the discussion was primarily focused on formulating the agenda for tomorrow's meeting, according to the sources close to NCP. The Secretariat's meeting on Wednesday had instructed the leaders to do the homework on solving the issues of internal disputes within the party for today's meeting. The total number of infected persons in Nepal has reached 56 after 2 more cases of coronavirus were confirmed yesterday. It was rather 59. The Health Ministry has confirmed that 1 person each from Baishakh and Rupandehi have tested positive for the virus. The swab sample of the 25-year-old male from Rupandehi was tested positive at the National Public Health Laboratory in Kathmandu, whereas the sample of a 60-year-old man from Baishakh was tested positive at the Bheri Hospital in Nepalganj, informed Dr. Vikas Koirala, spokesperson of the Health Ministry. Of the total 59 infected, only 10 are women.
आज बाँके जिल्ला नेपालगञ्जका 60 वर्षीय पुरुषको नमुना परीक्षण गर्दा भेरी अस्पतालमा पोजिटिभ देखिएको छ। हाल उहाँलाई बाँकेको सुशील कोइराला प्रखर क्यान्सर अस्पतालको आइसोलेसनमा ल्याउँदै गरेको अवस्था छ। त्यसैगरी रूपन्देहीका 25 वर्षीय पुरुषको पनि नमुना परीक्षण राष्ट्रिय जनस्वास्थ्य प्रयोगशालामा गर्दा पोजिटिभ देखिएको छ। यसरी 2 जना आज थप पोजिटिभ देखिनु भएको छ र रूपन्देहीका पोजिटिभ देखिएका संक्रमित व्यक्तिलाई अहिले बुटोल धागो कारखानामा रहेको कोरोना अस्पतालमा राखिएकोबाट त्यहाँबाट अस्पतालमा ल्याउने क्रम जारी छ।
Total number of people in isolation all over the country has reached 94, with 5 of them in Kathmandu and the rest of 89 outside the valley.
आइसोलेसनमा रहेका सम्भावित संक्रमित तथा संक्रमितहरूको संख्या जम्मा 94 छ, जसमध्ये काठमाडौँ उपत्यकामा 5 जना र उपत्यका बाहिरका अस्पतालहरूमा 89 जना रहनु भएको छ।
Dr. Devkota further informed that a total of 12,577 tests have been performed by PCR, whereas 47,797 tests have been performed by RDT so far. In the last 24 hours, 1,461 samples were tested. The latest data on the number of tests for each province are as follows: 5,089 in Province 1, 5,617 in Province 2, 8,494 in Bagmati Province, 5,411 in Gandaki Province, 4,035 in Province number 5, 5,567 in Karnali Province, and 13,584 in Sudur Paschim Province. The total number of people in quarantine has reached 24,907. The country has been struggling for 40 days with the COVID-19 lockdown to contain the risk of coronavirus outbreak today. Most citizens have been staying home following government orders. However, there are a large group of daily wage laborers whose survival depends on finding work. A group of 33 labourers have been stationed to construct a motorable bridge at the Moor River that joins Phungling Municipality and Mikwa Khola Rural Municipality of Taplejung District. Although some of them have returned home after the lockdown was announced, some have been continuously working at the bridge. The workers have said they have no option but to work using the protective suits to avoid getting infected. For them, returning home is not a possibility as money is essential for their survival, for theirs and their family's survival. All major construction projects are still operated in Taplejung despite of the nationwide lockdown. Hundreds of labourers are working on Olangchung-Gola track connecting Tibet and other construction sites such as Limbuni Bridge of the Moor Corridor and many others. The workers here remain unfazed by the worldwide celebration of Labour Day. Although the projects have affirmed the safety of labourers on the site, they are working without basic safety equipment such as masks, gloves and gumboots. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. Security has been tightened across the nation after the government extended the lockdown until 7th of May next week. Tough security measures in Valley and throughout the country has been prescribed to abide by the lockdown, which is crucial to contain the spread of coronavirus. The security had to be further tightened as people have made attempts to enter the Valley secretly as the coronavirus curve seems to be flattened in Kathmandu, informed Bishwaraj Pokhrel, Chief of Metropolitan Police Office, Rani Pokhari.
श्रमिकहरूलाई श्रम गर्ने वातावरण अथवा उनीहरूलाई चाहिँ आफ्नो रोजीरोटीको हल गर्ने वातावरण सिर्जना गर्यौं भने यो क्राइमहरू घट्छन्। होइन भनेदेखि फेरि अहिले मैले उल्लेख गरेका विभिन्न क्राइमहरू बढ्न सक्छन्। त्यसको लागि प्रहरीले त्यो चीजहरू रोक्नको लागि प्रहरीले एउटा भिन्न किसिमको सुरक्षा रणनीति तयार गर्दैछ। हामीले छलफल पनि गरिराखेका छौं। त्यो अनुसारको प्रहरीको सुरक्षा रणनीति आउँछ र हामी आम नागरिक र समुदायलाई सुरक्षित बनाउने कुरामा चाहिँ सक्रियताका साथ काम गर्छौं।
Nepal Police has been doing its homework to restrain all kinds of criminal activities that might surge due to the lockdown, Police Chief Pokhrel further informed. Government of Province 1 has tightened the security at the borders, citing risk of corona contractions due to open entry points. A team of armed police force has been deployed for 24 hours patrolling at all open borders shared with India in Province 1. AFP has mobilized its force at entry points from more than 308 places, covering a total of 322 kilometers at Ilam, Chapa, Morang and Sunsari. AFP have been on duty 24 hours a day to make sure no movement occurs at the border areas when both the nations are under lockdown to contain the spread of coronavirus, police informed.
नेपाल प्रहरी समेत 512 वटा ठाउँहरुमा अहिले हामीले झापा, मोरङ, सुनसरी र इलाममा छ र 5 थरमा पनि एउटा छ। यी सबै गरेर हामीसँग 5000 भन्दा बढी फोर्स परिचालन भएको छ। जनताको सेवाका निम्ति अहोरात्र खटिने गरी नियुक्ति हुनुभएका सुरक्षाकर्मी भएको हुनाले उहाँहरूले यी सबै कुरालाई प्रभाव नगरी जुन सेवा उच्च स्तरको दिनुभएको छ म यसलाई सम्मान पनि गर्न चाहन्छु। यसमा कुनै कमी आउँदैन। हामीले सकेसम्म टेन्ट पालको व्यवस्थापन गरेर स्कुलहरू अथवा अस्थायी केही प्रयोजनहरू गरेर पनि उहाँहरूको बस्ने, खाने र पालो पिलो आउने जाने भेहिकलका व्यवस्थाहरू समेत गरेको हुनाले यी कुराहरूलाई हामीले सामना गर्छौं।
Currently, 79 BOP points of AFP and 231 police personnel from Nepal Police have been providing additional security in the 62-kilometer open border stretched at Sunasari. And now the news from Economic Front. Nepal Rashtra Bank has said that it cannot separate budget for any new projects for the upcoming year. The central bank has made it clear that the current situation regarding the coronavirus has made it impossible to fund fund other ongoing plans and projects, hence funding any new projects is beyond its reach. Governor of Nepal Rashtra Bank Mahaprasad Adhikari informed that all ongoing projects in the pipeline will be given the top priority and no new projects will be funded this year.
पाइपलाइन में आइसकेका प्रोजेक्टहरु जुन हुन् तिनलाई एक्जिक्युट गर्नतिर हामीले प्रायोरिटी दिनुपर्छ। अनि नयाँ प्रोजेक्टहरु आउन नयाँ लगानीहरु भित्रिनलाई अलिकति समय लाग्न सक्छ। त्यसको लागि चाहिँ हामीले थप प्लानिङ नै गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ। हिजो तयार गरेको अथवा हिजो योजनामा परेका प्रोजेक्टहरुलाई पुनः प्रायोरिटाइजेसन हामीले पुनः प्राथमिकीकरण हामीले गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ।
However, Rashtra Bank has been developing a working procedure to help small and medium enterprises access concessional loans. Governor Adhikari informed that small and medium enterprises will be in top priority to be granted the loan facility.
हाम्रो प्रायोरिटी नै साना तथा घरेलु व्यवसायहरुलाई नै हो। हामीले प्राथमिकता दिनुपर्ने र यहाँले अस्तिको सर्कुलर हेर्नुभयो भने पनि हामी अब पुनर्कर्जा सम्बन्धी कार्यविधिमा केही परिवर्तन गर्छौं। पुनर्कर्जाको प्रोसेसलाई हामी अब छुट्याउँछौं। धेरै लामो प्रोसेस भएकोले हिजो भएको सीमा भित्रको पनि पुनर्कर्जा प्रयोग भएको छैन।
The government is planning to increase the limit of the concessional loan to 100 billion. The government has also instructed the Rashtra Bank to reduce the interest rate on the concessional loan and on the interest rate on the working capital loans. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. The Indian government announced that it will extend the ongoing lockdown by 2 more weeks starting 4th of May. Indian Ministry of Home Affairs said the decision has been taken following a comprehensive review which concluded that the current lockdown regulations has helped the nation stop the spread of coronavirus, Reuters reported. The government, however, has made significant relaxations in the new lockdown model in lower risk areas. The new guidelines regulate the daily activities in the country based on a risk profiling system, according to which the districts are marked as a red hotspot, green and orange zone, Reuters further reported. The new guidelines have permitted considerable relaxations in the districts falling in the green and orange zones in the country. The new rules, however, still strictly restrict the movement of all individuals for all non-essential activities between 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Local authorities have also been delegated power by the central government to issue orders under appropriate law. In all zones, persons above 65 years of age, persons with comorbidities, pregnant women and children below the age of 10 years have been directed to stay at home except for health purposes. India has so far reported more than 35,000 confirmed cases and 1,150 plus deaths due to the pandemic. Joe Biden, the Democratic nominee for the upcoming U.S. presidential election, has denied allegations of sexually assaulting a former staff nearly 3 decades ago. Biden, who has also served as the Vice President of the United States from 2009 to 2016, was accused of sexual assault by Tara Reid, Biden's former staff assistant, some 30 years ago. Reuters quoted Mr. Biden as saying, "No, it's not true. I am saying unequivocally it never happened," in a TV interview yesterday. Mrs. Reid lodged a criminal complaint last month to the police stating that she was a victim of sexual assault without taking Mr. Biden's name. Reuters quoted Mr. Reid as she said, "The complaint was filed for safety reasons only." Reuters reported that Mrs. Reid has accused Mr. Biden of forcing her against a wall in the halls of Congress in the year 1993 and sliding his hands under her shirt and skirt and penetrating her skin with his fingers. Mr. Biden will be running against a Republican incumbent President Donald Trump in November elections. India last week witnessed a double double tragedy as the Bollywood fraternity lost two of its most popular actors to cancer. As the cinema industry was mourning the loss of one of its finest actor, Irfan Khan, who died on Wednesday, news of the death of veteran actor Rishi Kapoor just a day after, on Thursday, hit the Bollywood enthusiast hard. Khan and Kapoor, both of whom endured a prolonged battle with cancer, had also acted together in a critically acclaimed gangster epic, D-Day. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi mourned the loss of both actors via his tweets, calling Rishi Kapoor as the powerhouse of talent and Irfan's demise as a loss to the world of cinema and theatre. Both the actors were recognized for their own unique approach to acting, with Khan's immaculate on-screen performance equally complemented by Kapoor's on-screen flamboyance. Irfan's famous works include The Namesake, Life in a Metro, Hindi Medium, Heather and Pansing Tomar, for which he won the National Film Award for Best Actor in 2011. Khan had also starred in the Oscar-winning movies A Life of Pi and Slumdog Millionaire. Veteran actor Rishi Kapoor's work include Kapoor and Sons, Kurz, Amar Akbar Anthony, including his debut as a lead in Bobby, for which he won the Filmfare Award. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. The Premier League said in a statement it would only return to training and playing with government guidance. No decisions were taken at today's meeting, and clubs exchanged views on information provided regarding Project Restart, the statement added. The clubs reconfirmed their commitment to finishing the 2019-20 season, maintaining integrity of the competition, and welcomed the government's support, BBC reported. The Premier League clubs were told that the neutral venues will be the only way to complete the season, with up to 10 stadiums being used to resume the 2019-20 campaign. The Premier League has been suspended since 13 March because of coronavirus, but all clubs remain committed to playing this season's 92 remaining fixtures. All games are expected to be held behind closed doors, and the league is considering making some available on free-to-air TV. If training is resumed before social distancing rules are relaxed, BBC Sports reports players will be tested for coronavirus twice a week and would be screened for symptoms every day. All tests would be carried out by health professionals at the drive-through NHS testing facility that each club would have access to. Training grounds will be optimized for social distancing and high hygiene levels. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. Total coronavirus case reaches 59 in the country. Only 10 women have been infected with the virus so far. Security measures beefed up across the country, says police chief. Lockdown tightened to stop illegal entry into the valley. Central Bank says no to new projects. SMEs will be prioritized for accessing concessional loans. India extends COVID-19 lockdown for 2 more weeks. New guidelines issued to regulate daily activities starting May 4th. And neutral venues, the only way to resume season, says Premier League. Clubs to take responsibility for testing staffs and players. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. We urge all our viewers to follow government directives of the lockdown and follow healthy hygienic practices to keep safe from any infection. Keep washing your hands. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.